Hey guys, it's your morning coffee with Sergeant Q. All right, hey guys, hey, I just want to say thank you guys for everybody who's out there sharing our video that we posted last week. We really appreciate that here at Operation Restore Hope. We appreciate you guys helping us get the message out and help us raise some funds for these guys so I can take them on the mission field here coming up in May. So thank you guys very much for that, and thanks for sharing these videos too. I mean, I can see you guys out there sharing and liking these videos that I'm putting out. So I hope this is helping you guys. I hope you guys just aren't voyeurs, man, and just wanting to peek in the window of my life. I hope you're taking something away from it, and I hope you're able to have a conversation with the veterans in your life, or if you are a veteran, I hope you're getting something out of this. So that's why I do this. Today I want to talk to you guys a little bit about my experience when I first came back from Iraq, and kind of what that looked like for me. So when I first came back, I went from the battlefield to my front door in about 48 hours. We went. We had a big formation there in Iraq, and they were putting us all on an aircraft, and they said, "Hey, anybody here who's having any mental health issues or nightmares or panic attacks, any of that stuff, just raise your hand, and we'll send you over with Doc, and you can get your mental health treatment right here in Iraq. And anybody else who's not having these issues, you can go ahead and get on the plane and go home." So we all got on that plane, man. Nobody raised their hand. Nobody wanted to stay there and get any help, And I remember thinking, like, I was struggling back then, but I wasn't raising my hand. I wasn't going to stay in the desert and have mental health treatment there. There's no way. I was going home, man. And so, I got on that plane. But looking back, I think that was a big mistake. I wasn't able to process the things that I saw and the experiences that I had, and, the fear that was in my heart. I wasn't able to process that and get that out. So it cost me a lot in my life. It cost me my first marriage, and cost me a lot of relationships, and I lost a lot of time and did a lot of stupid stuff because I was being selfish, really. I didn't want to share my experience or my story with anybody, and I didn't want to talk about it, and I didn't want to relive it, and I just wanted to bury it, and it came back to haunt me, throughout my life. So I've learned since then, not to do that. I get into treatment. I say, I tell you guys, go to the VA and get into treatment. I don't think that any of those specific treatments help. I don't think there's just one that helps you or gets you through it or gets you over it. I think it's just the experience of talking, about it. So whether it's with a mental health professional or with a close friend or with your pastor, something like that, somebody that you can just talk to and just get that burden off your chest. Tell them about your experiences. And I think each one of us want to talk about our experience over there. I just think that we're afraid of being judged. I know that's my biggest fear is people are going to judge me, or they're going to look at me and think that I'm weak, or other Marines, or especially the Army, maybe the Army's going to look at me and think that I'm weak, but that's a fear that I have. I think that's a fear that we all have. We just don't want to admit it. So I'm just going to admit it for you guys, man. I know you're scared to talk about your story because you don't want to be judged. You don't want to be looked at as the weak link, man. I get it, but you're not a weak link, bro. I mean, we went over there and did a job that other people didn't want to do, and to think that you're going to come home and not carry some of that back, man, that's a lie, man, from the pit of hell, because you do bring that stuff back with you. So my advice to you guys is get in therapy early, go often, and just talk about that stuff and process it, man, because that's what's really important. In the Bible it says that the power of life and death is in the tongue, and what they were talking about really was talking ill of people. But you can also take that and use it as there's power in life and death in the tongue, talking about your story, your testimony. Because when you have a conversation with somebody about some experiences you had, you're not sure how that's going to shape them, man. You're not sure how they're going to be able to take that and walk away and maybe use something in that conversation to talk to their loved one who is a veteran who they know is struggling, or maybe they're a veteran themselves, and maybe something that you said to them keyed in on them, and they're able to take that little bit of information and help improve their life. So that's my time here, guys. I just want to talk to you guys a little bit about intro of how I came home, and what not dealing with your problems, how that affected me, and how I wish I could go back and change that. But I can't. It shaped me into who I am now, and I'm trying to do the best I can to help people now, with my story, and encourage you guys to tell your story, and encourage you guys to get into treatment, and just encourage you guys to help one another, because that's what it's really all about, man. I mean, don't just take this information and hide it, take this information and go use it to help somebody else. So that's my time. I love you guys. Keep sharing that video, and we just really appreciate you guys. Sergeant Q.